This week, we thought we'd highlight our scaly, cold-blooded pals and take you through some of Zoos Victoria's coolest reptile stories. In 2019, Healesville Sanctuary opened an endangered skink chalet, a climate-controlled space for some very special guests.
The chalet is home to our two threatened skink species. So they are the alpine sheoak skink and the Guffiga skink. These skinks live in the alpine zones of Victoria and New South Wales. They experience a huge range of climate throughout the year and a huge range of vegetation and ultraviolet light conditions. So we've replicated that here in the skink chalet, and we have a building that can hold a temperature as low as 2 degrees over winter, as well as increasing to more than 20 degrees in summer, but still holding it at an alpine temperature when we're in lowland warm Victoria.
2023 saw the expansion of a tortoise habitat at Werribee Open Range Zoo.
The newly renovated habitat is 3 times larger than their previous indoor enclosure. It's got a new pond, it's got some new basking areas, including heat and pads, new heaters, UV lamps, and my favourite feature, which is a Bell's Hingeback only area where they can have a little space away from the leopard tortoises for themselves because they're a little bit smaller.
That's right, a little guy only section that allows the smaller Bell's Hingeback tortoises a little breathing space. The expansion provided a new collection of experiences for the creep of tortoises that call Werribee Open Range Zoo home.
Some of the welfare benefits for this newly renovated habitat include a larger space to encourage them to explore around. It involves a new little dig pit to encourage some more natural behaviours. It increases the available spaces for them to bask as well, which is a very important behaviour that tortoises undertake.
We managed to capture this captivating footage of Melbourne Zoo's Reticulated Python exploring his newly renovated habitat. It's always a special treat to see this scaly friend dip and dive through the water. Speaking of reticulated pythons, Kyabram Fauna Park's Reptile House is another great place to see a wide range of reptiles, including the world's most venomous snake species, the inland taipan.
At Kyabram Fauna Park, not only do we have the world's most venomous snake species, now we have the world's longest snake species, our reticulated python. He's 22 years old, over 5 metres, and weighs 22 kilos, so very impressive. Reticulated pythons are crepuscular, so they are most active at dawn and dusk. Already this week though, we have seen him swimming in his pond, which was amazing to see. Adult reticulated pythons are terrestrial, which means they spend most of their time on the ground, if not all of the time. So visitors can really clearly see him in his habitat, enjoying his favourite basking spots.
Speaking of water, we were flat out like a lizard drinking, filming these Healesville reptiles enjoying some H2O enrichment.
We provide water in lots of different ways to our reptiles here in the Reptile House, whether that be through things like ponds and flowing rivers and things like our spray bottle like we saw today. So we use that to simulate rain. In the wild, when we think about our desert species like bearded dragons, they'd be drinking a lot of water as the rain falls from the sky. So we basically simulate that with a mister bottle, and as they feel that land on their face or on their body, they'll start to actually lap that rainwater up as it falls. When we think about species like scrub pythons and Boyd's forest dragons and things like that that live in cairns, where it's really quite a humid and warm environment for you or I, that's what these animals really like to live in. So we create that humidity with an artificial mister system, so that's up in the roofs of their exhibits, and that provides a mist that lasts about sort of 4 to 5 minutes, about 3 times a day, just to keep that humidity nice and high in that environment.
Melbourne Zoo's Rhinoceros iguanas were quick learners when it came to using their new reptile ramp, a hands-off solution that allows the duo to explore different environments.
At Melbourne Zoo we have two adult rhinoceros iguanas, a male and a female. Their names are Cornelius and Juanita. They're quite charismatic lizards. Cornelius is quite bold. He's kind of the king of the reptile house. Each habitat type has its own climate, so there's sort of a mosaic of temperatures within each side of their habitat, and that just gives them more option to exhibit natural behaviours.
So the next time that you're at one of our 4 zoos, make sure to explore the fascinating world of reptiles. Thanks for watching.